What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Copart in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into it. Some of you may remember this little Triumph Spitfire 1500. I bid and I bid and I bid. And I'm going to tell you right now, after the bids were past $3,500, I couldn't do it anymore, guys. She needs a bit of work. I don't know if it runs or not. $3,500 was more than I was willing to go on this car, and they didn't sell it, so it is back up for auction again. I don't know how much they want for it. There's no buy it now currently on it as of the filming of this video, but for $3,500, I'm out. Moving on, we have this 2019 Mercedes-Benz A220. Don't confuse this with the CLA. This is not the CLA. I've never been a really big fan of the CLA, but this is the A220, and I have almost bought one of these like 3 or 4 times through different auctions. So when I saw this sitting here, I had to come look at it. I have never been able to come see one in person. I've only seen them at online auctions. So being able to put my hands on it will really help me decide if it's something I might want to pick up at some point in time. Currently, I'm not looking for one, but it's a good opportunity to take a look. This is the 4MATIC, and she does have some damage on the other side. We've had animals. There's little raccoon paw prints. Curtain bags blown on the passenger side, which is interesting. It's not wrecked on the passenger side. Now, I don't see any damage to the wheels. It looks like it impacted anything on the passenger side either. Yeah, that's very interesting. I don't see any bags blown at all on the driver's side, and that's where the damage actually is. This is kind of interesting. I'm assuming there's pretty major damage for this thing to be totaled. I don't know what the mileage is on it. We'll have to look at that. Obviously, the fender is trashed. The hood survived. The bumper is trashed. And the door is trashed. Most likely, the damage goes far beyond that. I mean, obviously, we got suspension damage. This wheel is completely destroyed. No big deal. You can find these for next to nothing. Looks like there's suspension damage as this wheel is up into the A-pillar. So there's going to be suspension damage down there as well. And I'm almost willing to bet, without seeing it yet, we have A-pillar damage. Maybe not. Hold on. Maybe not. No, I don't see A-pillar damage at all. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Man, it's tough to see, especially being white. But right here, there's a kink. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but right here, I guarantee you, this is pushed in back here, and there's a kink right there. To know for sure, we need to go to the passenger side and have a look at that. A-pillar damage is pretty involved, guys. And that's probably why it's totaled right there. Yeah. If you look down here on this side, see how it smoothly transitions into here? Very smooth. And look how far out that lower hinge is. That's the way it's supposed to be. So it's not badly damaged, but it is damaged. And while you could, look how far that's pushed in. I mean, that lower hinge is pushed in pretty far. You could get in there and hammer it out as straight as you can, and it would probably be okay. If nothing else, you could always shim the new door, and you could put this back together. And I mean, seriously, wow, that is really bad. That door is really, really, really off. Wish we could see down in there a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Again, the A-pillar is not damaged horribly bad, guys. It could be fixed, but it would not be right. So the insurance company decided to get rid of it, because otherwise it requires removing everything, usually the dashboard too, and taking the spot welds out and ripping everything apart, the fender apron, everything. It's a pretty big deal. That with a door, a fender, a bumper, a headlight, a wheel, whatever suspension damage you've got going on down there, plus it's a 4MATIC, so hopefully nothing is damaged under the front end either. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Now, this is a pretty well loaded car. She's got the big sunroof. It's really nice. We're going to pop the hood and we're going to see if it wants to run. It's been very wet in here as well. I'm sure it's dead. Mercedes are always dead, especially when you leave the door open. All right. Let me see if I can get in here and let's pop the hood. This door obviously does not close anymore. Let's see what things are looking like under here, and I'd like to know the mileage as well. This isn't one you got to push twice, is it? No. There we go. Little bitty turbo 4 engine. Teeny tiny. This is nice. I like the way this looks. I really do. I think the A220s are sick looking cars, full of technology, man. Beautiful screens, and I've always wanted one, even though they've only been out for a couple years. There's your battery. Somebody's already, hopefully it didn't in the accident, and it might have. Looks like there's a trigger here to disable power. Kind of like a fuse that trips whenever you're in an accident. Let's hook a jump pack up to it real quick, see what it does. We got the boost pack hooked up. It looks like she's taking juice. That's good because I see lights coming on. Hopefully we can get some things working in here. Believe it or not, I wasn't interested in this car. I have no idea what the retail value is on this, especially one that's been wrecked. But this thing is optioned exactly the way I would want it. I even love the white. I really, really love the white. So even though I wasn't originally interested in this car, I am now. All right, things are coming to life. Very nice. Will she run? Rear left malfunction, service required. Yeah. Come on. The radio's on, it won't start. Yeah, she won't start. It popped. That's what happened. So this is going to be listed as a non-runner. I really, really like this. Guys, yeah, she won't start. You don't even hear a click. Nothing. Now, sometimes it's showing that the key fob battery is dead, but sometimes you can put this up. Come on. No. No. I don't think this one's going to run, guys. I love the screens. I really do. It's a small car. It's a very small car. But before I get too excited about this little thing, I'm going to have to go back to the house. I'm going to have to research parts. I'm going to have to go to probably carparts.com, try to figure out how much the door, the fender, the bumper, the headlight, the wheel. I already know it's going to need a control arm and some other things. But I like this. I like this a lot. And this one is legitimately on my list as something I may be interested in purchasing, depending on how much all these parts are going to cost to repair it. Now, this is one I'm not interested in, but we might as well take a look at it because it's got graphics all over it. So let's have a quick peek. This is going to be your regular V6 2020 Dodge Challenger. Took a hit in the back. Took a really bad hit in the back. Good Lord. Challengers are really surprising. I've been on a lot of auction sites lately. CarMax auctions for dealers, ACV auctions for dealers, Dealer Auto Auction, and of course Copart IAA. I've been on a lot of auction sites, guys, and one thing I've noticed about these Challengers is even if they're just V6s, these things, 2020, 2021, they're going for $25,000, $30,000 for a V6 all day long. I'm sorry, I've had Challengers, I've had a couple Hellcats, and I love them, but there's no way I'd pay 30 grand for a used V6 Challenger. Now, somebody put some, you know, stripes on it, and then they've got the, in that Monster Energy drink, they got the claw marks going down it, then you've got whatever this thing is, Demon Dog, I don't know what that is, another like Demon Dog looking thing there, all right, you know, more of the claw marks going down it, more stripes, another, whoever owned this, they really loved whatever that is. All right, you got a fist right there, you got more stripes, more claw marks, more stripes, another fist right there, and more claw marks, stripes, another fist. Like this, they decked this thing out, man. They really made it theirs, didn't they? They sure did. Let's take a peek inside, see what she looks like. I already see it's got the houndstooth seating. TK's Garage, he calls this the food stamp seats. That's what these are, the houndstooth cloth seats. He calls them the food stamp seats. It doesn't smell bad though, and it's a little dirty, but overall, not too bad. There's some pieces of the car in the back there. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not interested in this one at all, but I saw all the decorations on it and I just had to come look at it. Here we have a little 2022 Mini Cooper. I mean, obviously the car is practically new. It looks to be in really good shape, and I noticed immediately bags are blown everywhere. Curtain bags are just gone. Maybe other bags blown too. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. But you walk around it, you don't really see any damage. I mean, it actually looks to be in really good shape. Let's take a peek at the interior real quick. Some of you probably already caught the damage. If you did, drop a comment. We'll see how many of you are right. Let's look over here as well. Yeah, I mean, everything blew up in this one. Everything. Curtain bags are blown. The seatbelt pretensioners are not, though, on this side anyway. On that side they are. I wonder how much curtain airbags cost for these. I'll bet they're expensive. I'll bet money they're expensive. Isn't Mini a subsidiary of BMW? I think so. I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah, so you've got a pretensioner blown right here. Thankfully, seat bags are not blown, but those curtain bags are shot. Oh boy, this is a small car. I wonder if that's why they call it a Mini. There we go. You do have some damage to the headliner. Honestly, though, I think if you put new bags in and you push this headliner back up, I think it'd be all right. You even got side sun visors on the side and the front. How interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think most of this could easily be fixed. I'll show you the damage here in just a minute in case you didn't see it. Yeah, that definitely looks like BMW, doesn't it? Push to start. Well, it runs great. Runs really well. What is this? All this light. That's colorful. What does that do? I don't know what that does. Huh. Restraint system. Service required. Yes. Yes, I agree. We also have low tire pressure. Let's close the messages. Close the message. Okay. Please call this number. No, we're good. Thank you. We're good. I love this screen, though. I mean, this screen is actually really nice. This is really nice. Looks like it's been averaging 22.5 miles a gallon. You got another little screen right here. All digital and really, really nice. She sounds healthy. Steering's a little awkward. I wonder why. Can we put it in drive? Put it in drive? No. No, she will not go into drive. Oh, maybe it's because this door's open. Let's close the door. Sometimes these things are particular about the doors. Well, now it's in drive, but it won't move. Put it in neutral, and we're just going to leave it in neutral because I think I might know what's wrong with it. It even shows you the speed limit and everything up there. That's very nice. The e-brake is on. That could be why it didn't go into drive. Drivetrain malfunction. Yeah. Drivetrain malfunction. She's definitely not happy. Drivetrain emergency release. Only transport vehicle on a loading platform. Oh, somebody's activated the emergency release on it. Let's shut it off. All right. So, somewhere on this car... Yeah, thank you. Can we just turn this off? Transmission is not in park. So... it looks like somebody may have put it manually into a... Oh, she's not happy. It says it's in park, but this says it's not. So even though this reads park, this does not. Come on, close message. Close message. Yeah, there's something going on here. I think I know what it is. I'm just going to show you guys real quick, and we'll see what you guys think. So obviously this wheel impacted something really, really hard. I'm going to assume it broke. Most likely the ball joint or the control arm has snapped, and that's why the wheel is all the way back. There's obviously some damage in here to this, if you can even call this a fender. It can probably be straightened out. This plastic looks like it's savable. You need a new tire. Believe it or not, the rim looks fine. You can see the point of impact. The rim looks like it's all right, and I'm willing to bet we have a busted CV axle. Let's get you guys in here. I can't really get in there, so I'll get you guys in there, take a look around. If you see any damage, definitely let me know. And hopefully we don't have any wait a minute, I see the broken control arm. Here's the CV axle ripped right out of the transmission. So that's a risk right there. That's a risk, because you got to hope that the transmission was not damaged, or transaxle, I guess you should say. Hopefully the transaxle is not damaged. That's definitely a risk. It's a new car, though. I mean, you need a pair of curtain bags. I think we could straighten all this out, repair the damage down here, throw a new tire on that rim, fix the control arm, put a CV axle back in the transmission. It might actually be all right. From what I could see, and you guys probably saw more damage than I did, but from what I could see, this doesn't look like too big of a risk. I'm going to put this on my watch list, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to continue on our way. We're going to see what else we can find out here. No. It looked pretty good from the other side. That's definitely a no. Yeah, a lot of these are repeats, which is why I didn't even start walking you guys through with me earlier. I don't want to waste anybody's time, and some of these are just so badly wrecked that it just doesn't make any sense. This one, however, could this be a tornado? This is very bizarre. This had to be a tornado. The glass is busted from the inside out. Wow. Okay. This glass is shattered, and I don't know how well you can see it, but it's actually bowed outwards, like something pushed it from the inside out. This has got to be a tornado car. Has to be. Oh, yes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, something just, this whole side is trashed. You can see where stuff was just blowing all over it. And on the inside, we'll get to that in just a second. This window somehow survived. They did wash it, though. I mean, they cleaned it up, but this side of the vehicle is just destroyed. Let's take a peek inside of it. These tornado cars, they always interest me, because it's crazy to think that I live in a place where we get tornadoes every year, man. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I've been through several big tornadoes here. 2 of them were F5s, one in Guthrie and one in Midwest City. There's a damn bird feather right there. Well, I'm wondering if that bird is okay. I'm thinking probably not. Wow. Just look at that. It's crazy. It's still got power and everything. So this window got blown out. You can see insulation from homes in here. Oh, wow. Wow, there's the window, parts of it, and just insulation all over the place. Seeing these things it's absolutely wild, man. Absolutely wild. Obviously, I'm not interested in this, but when I see a tornado car, I love to show it to you guys, because even though it's sad that this stuff happens to people, they had insurance. It's here. Hopefully they got paid out a fair amount. They've got themselves a new car, and hopefully they're picking up the pieces. Here's a really nice 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. I actually won one of these the other day at Dealer Auto Auction, and I got it for cheap. Now, it wasn't a 2017. It was like a 2013, but I won it for $3,500. It was a run and drive. I bought it sight unseen, and I don't think they accepted my bid, because as of this day, I haven't heard anything back, and I was really looking forward to it. Really. So this is ooh, wow. It's a 4MATIC, and damn, this side is done. That's a lot. I guarantee it doesn't open anymore. No. Does this? No. It's too mangled up. Guarantee you, B-pillar damage. Most likely, some A-pillar damage as well. I still want to check it out, though. I want to see what it looks like, and I want to fire it up if it'll run. Not interested in this one, but I'm a sucker for a classic car, or SUV in this case. Oh, wow. Third row. Very nice. Lots of room. Lots of room in here. This one's got power. Ugh. Oh, that seat comes back on its own. I like this. I even like the brown interior. Somebody's glasses are left in there too. This is pretty clean, man. Yeah. What are you complaining about? Oh, don't forget your key. I won't. Not shabby for a 2017. I like this. I like this a lot. I don't know. I like it, but would I actually buy one? Probably not. Now, if I could get that 2013 for $3,000 or $3,500, I'd do that all day long. Something like this, though, I'm thinking no. Before we get too carried away, we'll take a look and see if they got any new ATVs out here. These all look pretty similar to me so far, and it looks like several of them have sold. You can see all the empty spaces. There's a little quad. Oh, wow. That one, that was a bad day. That was a real bad day. So was this one, man. You know, these things go ridiculously fast, and that in and of itself is kind of concerning. Kind of makes me not want one, you know, because I know myself. You notice I don't have a whole lot of really fast cars anymore. There's a reason for that. You know, if I got something that goes fast, I have this stupid desire to go fast. You know, sometimes I kind of scare myself, and sometimes I push the limits, and I shouldn't do that. And then you come out here and you see stuff like this, and it kind of makes you think, you know, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, well, there's your ATVs. I didn't see anything that's really all that interesting to me. So let's continue on with cars. How about these weird Cadillacs? This is a 2007 XLR. And part of me has always wanted one because they're kind of built on the Corvette platform. I mean, they are built on the Corvette platform, but they have a Northstar engine, which makes me not want them. If it had an LS1 or an LS2 or an LS3, obviously, as they progress through the years, yeah, I would absolutely want one. I think they're cool looking, very interesting. But the fact that they have a Northstar engine, it kills it for me, man. Like, I don't trust the Northstar. I just don't. I love Cadillacs, but I do not trust the Northstar. See, there you go. Northstar V8. That right there kills it for me. Now, from my understanding, I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain I'm right. You've got your Northstar engine up front, and then it's got a torque tube, just like the Corvette, that comes back to the transaxle, just like the Corvette, with the differential and everything right here in the back through a torque tube. So you've got your electric locks, just like a Corvette. It's basically a Corvette, except it's not, because it's got like a 315 horsepower Northstar engine. Like, why go to all this trouble to make a beautiful Cadillac and give it everything that a Corvette has except for the engine? Instead, let's throw a Northstar in it. No, this one was underwater. I don't know how all this happened, but this one was definitely very, very underwater all the way. You can see the dashboard is covered in dirt, so I don't know, maybe it was a stolen car, could have been a theft recovery. It's hard to say, but it's got a lot of mud in it, and it goes all the way up. So this car was completely underwater. What do you guys think of the Cadillac XLR? Drop a comment below. I don't know if you guys and gals know this or not, but I'm actually looking for one of these. I'm actively searching for a GMC Yukon Denali, and you guys are not gonna like what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for is very hard to find. I'm not just looking for a Yukon, I'm looking for a Denali. But I'm not just looking for a Denali, I am looking for the EcoDiesel. And I can hear you guys already screaming at me, stay away from the EcoDiesel. They're junk, they're horrible. Not to mention, they are super hard to find. The reason I'm looking for one is because I'm thinking about getting rid of my Ram. I know already. I'm thinking about trading in my Ram on a Yukon. I want more of an SUV, at least for now, for a little while. I want a Denali because it comes with the 6.2. You get the bigger engine. I don't want a 5.3. I want a 6.2. I could go with an Escalade. I don't really want an Escalade. I think the Escalade is a little too flashy, and my vehicles are going to be work vehicles. I don't want to do that to an Escalade. A Denali, in my opinion, my personal opinion, when you see a Denali, you say, hey, there's somebody that probably works hard for their money. When you see an Escalade, unfortunately, I think a lot of people see an Escalade, they're like, oh yeah, look at that guy. Look at that guy. It's probably, you know, they come from money or something. You know, I don't want that. I want the look of, hey, I work for my money. Escalades are great. I love them. But in my opinion, a little more flashy than what I'm actually looking for. So, oh, okay, this one may be a little, oh, wow. Well, this is a 2015. Oh, boy. It smells pretty bad. It smells pretty awful, actually. It doesn't look to be in horrible condition. At least it didn't from the outside. I haven't seen the inside until now. This is really bad. Is that gum? It looks like gum smashed. It's only got 98,000 miles on the odometer. No bags are blown. Oh, man. Another reason I like the Denali, the Yukon, the GMC, not the Cadillac, is I like the physical buttons. I like having the ability to actually push buttons and turn knobs when I want to do things. The Escalade is all touchscreen, and it's known to be very finicky. Half the time it doesn't work. I just like the Yukon. Change oil soon. You know, unfortunately, these things are plagued with transmission issues, and they're also plagued with, unfortunately, that cylinder deactivation problem, where you end up with camshaft failure and lifter failure, and it's just a bad day all the way around. So I'm a little leery of these things. But the reason I want the EcoDiesel, is she out of coolant? She's out of coolant. We better shut her off. I didn't see any warning about low coolant. Obviously, we'll take a look at where the accident happened. I'm a lot less interested in this now than I was. I didn't realize that it had been so neglected. You can tell by the interior, this thing just wasn't cared for. She's got the 22-inch wheels. She's got nice tires. I mean, mechanically, it sounds good. She took a little hit over here. Damage, obviously, to the suspension. Pushed everything into the fender over here. Looks like we may have some damage to the fender liner is gone as well. I wonder if they took this off and just put it. They did. They did. Well, you got damage to the core support. It's ripped right here, a little bit dented right here. I don't see any frame damage though, unless there's something going on under here. That's bizarre. The control arm doesn't look bad. The cross member looks good, but that wheel is definitely way out of place. Is this MagneRide? That's another. I think all Denalis have MagneRide, actually. I'm pretty sure. I can't see in there, but I'm certain this is going to be MagneRide. So we've obviously got some cooling system damage as well. I don't think that coolant just disappeared on its own. Hopefully the rest of these parts are in there. But anyway, this doesn't look that bad to me. Not really. This could be fixable to make it good enough, and that's all I need is good enough. But anyway, I'm looking for the EcoDiesel. My Ram on average has been getting about 20.2 miles a gallon. It does really well. That's combined city, highway, and occasional towing. It does great, but if you can get one of these with an EcoDiesel, they get 21 miles a gallon in the city. A big Bertha like this, 21 in the city, 27 on the highway. Yes, that's what I'm after. 21 city, 27 highway. That's what I'm after. Now, my Ram, when towing, gets around 16 miles a gallon, which is not bad. Let's take a look back here. But honestly, I think I would really like to have one of these. At least try it out for a while. And if I don't like it, then, you know, I can get rid of it later. But that's the idea, is if I could find one of these in an EcoDiesel, Man, in all this cargo room, you know, I don't need third row seats. Can fold all these down. The dog will have plenty of room to run around on road trips and stuff. Right now in the truck, it's kind of limited on space. And I've got a cargo trailer, so if I actually need to haul something that I would need a bed for, I got a cargo trailer. I can just throw it behind it and put whatever I need to in it and go down the road. This, to me, does not look like too hard of a fix. Comment below, tell me what you think of the Yukon Denali. Let's end this video with a 2010 F-150 with a lift kit and running boards and Nittos and KO wheels. This looks pretty good, guys. Obviously 4x4. It's just a good looking truck. Why is this here though? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's wrecked on the other side. It says flex fuel vehicle, so I'm assuming this has the 5.0 Coyote engine. And she looks like a good truck. Man, she sits big. This thing is tall and proud. I like this truck. I really like this truck. It's got a busted windshield right here. It looks like something hit it from the inside. I don't see any suspension damage. I don't see anything that looks like it came to an abrupt stop. Look under there. You see anything? Well, maybe you do, but I don't. In all fairness, you have a better vantage point than I do. I'm not going to roll around. Oh. Well, there you go. I guess now we know. Wow, there was a big fire in this one. Oh, that smell. I kind of like it. I might be the only one, but I kind of like the smell of fire. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a shame. That is a shame. She burnt down. Well, you know we got to pop the hood. Got to pop the hood. Maybe it's no, it's not open already. Well, we'll take care of that real quick. Let's pop it and try to see if we can see something under there. Maybe figure out what happened. If it works. It does. It does. I mean, it melted all through the vents. I don't think it was an under the hood fire though. I think something happened up under here. And poof, through the interior. I don't think this is going to be a deal where something under the hood caught fire. But we'll pop it anyway. Doesn't hurt just to have a quick look. You never know. No, it wasn't under here. Everything under here looks good. They got the battery disconnected. That's good. That's good. That's real good. Otherwise, she'd probably light right back up again. No, I don't see any fire damage under here. So this started inside the truck. And it's crazy because if you look around, you know, you don't see any accessories, no fancy light bars and switches. You don't see any aftermarket stereo systems. It looks like the truck was 100% stock as far as electronics goes. You know, no wires running through the sides here, no switches, nothing. You got your factory radio and everything there. No amps. So it's just one of those things, man, where something happened. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my videos. If you enjoyed them, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.